Happy Wednesday. It's Lifestyles with Eric. What's going on, everybody? What is it going on? I'm Lifestyles with Eric. Please thumbs up the video when you come in. I hope everybody's having a good evening so far. Let's see if one of our guests are in. We got Mr. Rico in the house.
Salute, salute.
What's going on, my friend?
Right, my friend. How's the sound over there?
Everything's everything's
Good.
go. Yeah, yeah.
Everything's good over here. Yes,
All right.
sir.
I got a couple of people coming in. I'm gonna see if George is gonna come in. I'll see if George comes in here in a minute. Um, and then we can get started. Hey Kathy, what's going on? Happy Wednesday evening. What's going on with you? Happy hump day. Happy hump day. This is Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Looks like we got Mr. G in the house. Mr. G, what's happening, partner?
What it is, what it is.
All right, and what it ain't.
What it was, what it shouldn't be,
You hear me?
or
All
should
right.
not
All right.
have been.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody, thumbs up the video. Thanks for coming in, my friend. What's going on with you?
Nada, what's going on, Rico?
What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? Nothing, man.
All
Just sitting
right,
up
all
here,
right.
checking on some stuff for my daughter for her event she got going on coming up in I guess June. I ain't gonna etch it in the stone, but trying to take care of something for her.
All right. Well, congratulations to her. Hey,
Yep.
Nicole G. Hey, Anna. Hey, Miss Anna. Hey, Audria Gant Davis. What's going on? Thanks for coming in this evening. Happy hump day, everybody. Happy hump day. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Blessed week, safe week. Temperatures going back up where we're at, and that's always good for now, you know. But I kind of would rather it just be wintertime because I hate the teasers.
Right.
I'm ready. I'm ready for spring, but it's not time for spring, so I don't want to. I don't want it to be spring until it's springtime.
I think we got another little polar bear left.
I hope
I
so.
hate, I
Honestly,
hate
I
to
do.
say
No,
it. I think it's a polar bear spurt coming.
that's okay. I want it to be because I
It
want
might
it to
not
be
be
winter.
long. Might not be long though.
Yeah. Well, we don't have that much longer for winter, but I still
All
want
right,
it to be
good.
winter. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely want it to be wintertime. So yeah. 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 So.
grab your snow bunny or two.
Oh, watch out now. Watch out. Watch out. Yeah, man. So.
Uh,
I didn't say
So.
one. I said or two.
Okay. All right. Andrea said, hey, voice of reason.
What's going on, lady? How you doing? How you doing? Or
Uh,
you could get you a big girl for the wintertime. She'll keep you warm.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
you right. You right. Don't be offending nobody out there now. But
and you know,
I definitely like my plus size women. I love them to death. I sure do.
when
I
you got
don't
a
think.
super,
Right. I think it'd be a lot of them would be like, yeah,
and you know, tax season coming around, so you got to supersize them.
yeah.
Watch out now.
They in. They
Tax
in.
time,
Tax
baby.
time, you got to supersize tax
Watch out
time.
now. Watch out now. You starting trouble now, G. You starting trouble, brother. Stop that. Stop that.
Hey man, they do it to us, man. They do it to us 24 hours a day,
Yeah, but
365
they
days a
slicker with
year.
it though. They slicker with it. They slick with it.
Yeah,
They
you're
slick
right.
with it though.
So we got to give us tax season. You know, we
All
got to
right.
give us tax season. We need some new wheels on the cars and
Right.
some new
Yeah.
Jordans, a new Xbox.
Oh man, you crazy.
They know.
Yeah,
They
man.
know. They know. We love them though. We love them. They love us even more.
Oh,
We
yeah,
love them.
definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We got value too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We got some value.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me stop before they become looking for me and everything. Like I'm trying to go somewhere out of town. They looking at you, the nigga
Right.
that said that.
There's
Excuse my
that
wife.
guy.
Yeah.
So
Have every big woman in America looking for me.
yeah, don't do that. So looks like I had a little traction on Facebook, guys. I don't know if you read couple of posts that I posted, but looked like kind of ruffled some feathers, and I wasn't trying to. Uh, I just come up with questions sometimes hypothetically, just like women do. And when they can come up with questions about men, it's supposed to be a question, and that's it. And we're not supposed to take it on the chin, right? But I tell you, women take stuff on the chin with their emotions and their sensitivity, and I just feel like we as men, we should be able to ask them honest questions too, and not be the blame of everything and every time things don't go right in their lives, because they might have made some bad decisions and bad choices just as men do. And when we make bad decisions, we don't, we can't keep blaming every woman we meet. We can't dump it all on women. So, we got to take some ownership on whatever it is we go through. If we keep going through the exact same thing over and over again, we got to take some ownership to that. You got to wonder why you keep attracting the same man. You got to wonder why you're attracted to the same guy over and over again. Instead of blaming the last guy, which was a good guy, and you blame him and he didn't do anything wrong. So, ownership needs to be taken. That's all I'm saying. And, until excuse me, until ownership is taken, I'm just going to keep voicing my opinion, and that's just all it is to it. So that's it, and that's that, and that's my spill on it. We should be able to ask questions hypothetically, not trying to insult women or Black women per se, because that's what I deal with. So we're not trying to insult, disrespect, or put down a Black woman. But if we have certain questions or and looking for some real reasons and not answers, and not being blamed for something, then, come on, we have to be honest. And it's just like I said, just accept ownership to whatever it is you have been through at some point. If it's multiple and multiple times, you keep having kids by different guys that aren't about anything. So who are you blaming? Yourself, or are you blaming the guys? Are you blaming the guys that you keep dealing with? You keep dealing with these knuckleheads, and you keep having sex with them and letting them get you pregnant and ain't about nothing. And then you're ready to clean your act up, and when you get later in age, and you expect a great man that makes good money to scoop you up and wine you and dine you, get on his knees, give you a big old 2-carat diamond ring, and marry you and take you and your baby daddy kids. That's not reality. And that's what I know I said a mouthful, but that's kind of what I've been seeing in posts and reels, listen to different women speak. I know these are different age groups, older, younger. Expectations have changed when women have kind of gotten to the top of the hill, not down it, but at the top. The expectations are getting as if they were 25, but they might be 45 with the same expectations that a 35-year-old woman would have that is ready to start a family with somebody. So, that's my spill on that, y'all. We'll see what y'all think about that. What's your opinion, Mr. Rico?
Well, did you ask? Well, did you notice the ones that had the negative point of view? Did you ask, are they married? Are they single? Because I'm quite sure the ones with the negative point of view.
I don't know if you looked at some of the comments on Facebook, but I didn't ask. I was making a point for a reason. I was asking a question for a reason, but I don't think I didn't want to take it too far to make it seem as if I was being racist or something. But if I'm Black or whatever, Black, Aboriginal, whatever, I feel like if that's what I deal with, I should be able to ask those kind of questions. I'm not dealing with Caucasian women, so that's not what I'm talking about. I know statistically that Caucasian women, which, if we go with this question, because this is the question I asked on Facebook, is why aren't Black women married by a certain age, or why, or and don't blame men. And I'm just getting all the blame. All the men are getting the blame of why they're not married or why they're not in a serious relationship. And it's not the men's fault. It's absolutely not the men's fault. You know, as I was telling you, white women get married right after college, or if they don't go to college, they get married at a younger age and they stay married. Now, I'm not saying white people have these picture perfect relationships, not at all. All I'm saying is they get married. Now, that was my question. I didn't get a good answer from it. And that's all I'm saying. I just think, in my own opinion, and I'll shut up, is I just believe that nowadays that black women are partying longer and not being serious, wanting to be as serious as fast as white women do. And then when they're ready to be serious, things are not the way they thought they were going to be, because they're, like I said, expectations are different. And again, that's just my opinion. And so don't party so long, ladies. Party for just a little bit and find you a good dude and stick with that good dude and let him get you pregnant and get married and have that picture perfect relationship if you can. But if you get over a certain age, you can't expect for a man to take you in if you got all this baggage. You can't, because men can have baggage. I know ladies might disagree, but men can have baggage, but we can move on, and we can still move on, and we can move on and on and on and on and on. Women can't do the exact same things that men can do, but I know they think they can. But they can't go scoop up a young man and say, "Get me pregnant, start a family with me."
They can do half of that.
It doesn't happen.
They can do half of that.
They can do some of it.
They can do
What they
half
gonna
of
do?
it. They can scoop up a man and don't
A
tell him
young
to get
man,
me.
young man,
Well,
young
yeah,
man.
yeah. They can scoop up a man and get pregnant and don't tell him they want to get pregnant. And then next thing you know, you downtown.
I'm
And
saying
she didn't.
a young man in the
You
old.
know what I mean?
I'm saying a young man in the older. I'm just saying. I mean, I know. Just the point I'm making right now with a 45-year-old woman can't go take a 25-year-old man and say, "You're gonna be mine, and we're gonna start a family." But a 45-year-old man can get a 25-year-old woman, and if he's able to take good care of that woman, he can get them, no problem. That's the point I'm making. I don't want to veer off, but that where you going? I don't want to. That's the only point I'm making. That's it. That's the only
I
point
get
I'm
what you're
making.
saying. It's
Okay.
let me clear up some things from my point of view. I get what you're saying. I agree with you saying. In America, that's not the typical interaction. But if you go over to Europe, typically you'll see the men when they hit about mid 40s, 50s, they're either getting a divorce and they're starting a new family with a younger wife, with a younger woman. In America, uh, we just don't. That's not our cultural experience. Um, our experience culturally is spot kind of. I don't know what the numbers would be statistically, but the image that we see is that typically when white women go to college, they party hard in college, and then when they're out, about a year or two later, they found their man, they get married, they settling down, they doing the marriage thing. What we now there are black women who go to college and they do the same exact thing. They go to college, they get their education, they become a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher, whatever they're going to do. And then they find their husband and they get married too on the same extent. But what we're seeing from my perspective now, this is my perspective. A lot of women who may not go to college and they come from a different economic and social background, they tend to sometimes, I'm not gonna say all of you, but sometimes they tend to want to party a little bit longer until from their late teens until their late 20s and maybe early 30s. And then along that route, they have two or three baby, two or three kids, or one daddy, two daddy, whatever, or something like that. And they haven't got their career together. But then when we look at it and we say, well, what's the problem? Why are you coming to the table with two or three baby daddies, one or two baby daddies in jail, and you got all these economic issues? You're not college educated. Uh, you you're challenging to deal with. Let's use that term. Let me use that term. You're challenging. When I say I'm the man and I want to lead us this way, you challenge those opinions, and it's always conflict. Uh, that causes us a problem where most men are like, "Look, baby, I know you got kids, and I love you. You can do this, you can do that, but I can go be with a woman who doesn't have that baggage. and I don't have to deal with all the mental challenges that comes along with dealing with you, and I don't have to deal with the drama of your baby daddy getting out of jail, and I got to deal with that fool. And that
Oh,
those social things impacts a brother's decision to be like, okay, she's 28 years old, she's got 3 kids. Uh, I don't want to deal with that because she still wants to get out here with 3 kids and drop the kids off to grandma's house and go party. I don't want that for my wife. And that's just one social aspect of it from my perspective. And you're right. Why would you want to wait till you're your mid 30s, early 40s, and then all of a sudden you say, "I'm looking for a good man"? Somewhere along the line, if you got 2 or 3 kids by different babies' daddies, and you're hearing we're hearing the same story. Oh, he's crazy. He's always putting his hands on me. The next dude's crazy and always putting his hands on you. Maybe you do have 2 crazy dudes that like to put their hand on somebody for some reason. But maybe on the other flip side of the coin, do you know your man? Do you know what triggers him? Are you taking care of your man? Or are you picking the same personality types? And men, it's not just a woman thing. Men do it too. We pick the same personality types sometimes, and then we're suffering like, man, I wish I never got with this chick, man. You
Yep,
know,
I
she's
agree.
she's killing my pockets. She's always complaining. She's never satisfied. I gotta listen to her girlfriends, her mama, her sister, and I'm just not happy. But you just like, damn, how do I get out of this shit? Excuse my French. And I'm gonna leave that right there.
go ahead, Rico.
Yeah, that's true because I was just thinking that sometimes we attract the wrong ones and skip the good ones. Like I knew he was great get there, like overlook them good ones and just attract the wrong ones and man, but that I think it's just like kind of like I said, this that environment. A lot of a lot of a lot of our women don't know what real commitment is because of their environment. Like, and they do a lot of partying late and all this late because our women get beautiful and more beautiful as they get older. So
True.
they feel like
It,
now I get this attention that I need that I've been wanting all this time and I didn't know I could get it. So they kind of lose focus on the bigger picture. And I just think our women just have a thing about this is about a commitment thing. I don't know if they're not they scared of it. They might be scared of it. They had these guards up. They don't want to be disappointed because we disappoint them too. You know what I mean? It's our men. We disappoint women some like we do like some just really bad, like really petty crap. Like a woman going to the gas station and she getting out pumping her gas and you in the car still sitting in the car. I've seen that before,
I seen it
Yeah,
too. I
yeah,
seen
and
it too.
that's just like. And
I
then
don't. Yeah.
then you got this culture that says, "Oh, well, that's lame to open the door, and that's lame to be romantic." And it's like, this is like, but our daddies, grandparents weren't like that with our grandmas, and they didn't play that because they made sure they wife was taken care of or they spouse, even didn't have to be their wife or just a spouse. Period. But I think that this culture of today, the single life or the party life, they think it's an afterlife after that. And reality is that I think the men that's our age that's been that's scared of commitment because we have did that. We've tried. We've tried with women. And that's why I tell a woman that because I'm up there and she's younger and I do attract younger chicks, but I tell them I ain't really, and they think that I will what? But you scared? Like no, I've been through a lot with females. It ain't that I'm
Yeah.
scared. I've been through a lot,
Yeah.
and I ain't scared to get married, but I don't want to make a mistake.
If you're not sure, then I'd recommend it not. Then don't do it. If you
And
say, you know what, I do love you, and I think I could, then try. Hey, but that's that's neither here nor there.
And I think they probably took your message out of really context because they seen black
Well,
woman.
I'm gonna tell you, my buddy told me earlier that women's comp. Well, let me shut. Hey, no disrespect. That's it. That was his saying. He was just saying they didn't use their comprehension. They just maybe glanced at it and so he's talking about women. Oh my God.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I wasn't talking about women. I was not disrespecting black women. It was simply a question that I put on Facebook, and I just really wanted a solid answer, and I only got a couple real 100% answers. Everything, I just don't like to get the anger and the hostility, because what it makes me think is that I'm talking directly to you, and so that means you must be you must be who I'm talking about. Now, I flipped it. I said, damn, what if somebody put on Facebook, I don't like all men that don't take care of their kids ain't SHIT. Guess what? I wouldn't get mad because I take care of my kids. Hey, you see what I mean? I wouldn't take that personal. Not at all. Because I've done the right thing. I straightened up, took care of my kids, did what I was supposed to do. So I wouldn't take offense to that. But when men say something and they see women and but they take instant offense to stuff. We can't bring their names up, but they can bring us up in any whatever they want to, and that's just the way it is. And I've been seeing women actually being the dominant ones. Women are starting to be so dominant over men and talk crazy and talk down on them, and like they ain't nothing, like they this big, man. We need to get our kahunas back. That's what we need. Get your balls back.
But and I've learned to do that in a way it's so subtle that I ain't even gotta it's like I ain't gonna even raise my voice at you, but you gonna listen to me and you gonna sit down and you ain't gonna do all that and they'll understand it. But
I'll tell you.
you always when it comes to females, and I can't even say females because I hate that's kind of. But when it comes to women, you got to do this with them first,
Oh yeah.
and everything else gonna follow.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And but like I think that what your post they took it out of context because they only seen 3 words: black single black woman.
And look, man, they just commented. They just put hey George, Dewan just posted a comment on my thing, so I can imagine what she did. Oh my God. Oh Lord.
Hey, listen. This is some good advice for not just men and not just women, it's for everybody. I had an OG tell me, his family member, he passed on, but he said the dynamics of a relationship throughout time is always the same. The only thing that changes is technology.
Okay.
So man sees woman, he likes woman, he goes out, takes her to dinner, or does whatever he can to entertain her because he's attracted to her. Those symptom dynamics stay the same.
Yes.
A woman sees a man, her body language signals to you
Say
as a
something
man that there's something about you that attracts me. It could be the simplest things, like she'll laugh over the silliest things he says. Her body, when she's sitting in the chair, she's facing you because she's attracted. She finds some kind of attraction to you, and it could be a scent, a chemical reaction that your pheromones are throwing off.
Pheromones, yeah.
It's just sometimes, if you realize what you just said, the match isn't there. Sometimes men and women we can say some stuff that comes out of our mouth and you're speaking your truth or how you feel, because your perspective is your point of view and your point of view is your perspective. And you will say some stuff and they'll look at you like, why did you say that stuff? I don't get it. That was about the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Maybe it's not the dumbest thing you ever heard. It's just their point of view. And from that point on, it may not work.
Yeah.
And sometimes we'll be with somebody because of the intimacy. And I was just talking to my good buddy Tony today. He was like, sometimes you'll be with somebody and they may not be attractive as as one person is, but the sex is off the chain. But then you get this beautiful person that's with you, and the sex is just like it's 1,000 mile blank stare, just looking at you like, okay, they're not sexually uh, compatible with you. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
And then you end up being with them because of the beauty of the relationship of the face, but you're not with the person mentally and on the same page economically or anything.
Now,
But the
did
person that
you
you look over is the person that you said that was like, okay, she's okay, but this girl, this one over here, he's handsome. He looks like old school Billy D. Williams or something like that, or she's the next Vivica Fox or whatever. Well, Vivica was in her prime. Let's just say something like that. But they got it going on. But then when you open the package, it's like, this ain't what I thought it was. Now are
hmm
you in the trap or you gonna get out?
right?
So, and that's how I think, to me, the dynamics of why we, on men and women, we end up having kids with people that we really were not compatible with.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly,
we were not compatible with.
exactly.
And then we
Yeah.
keep on running into the same personality types and thinking that, hey,
Or the
you know
same
what?
look, or the
The
same look.
same look, same personality. Yeah. And we're
It might.
thinking that, okay, yeah. And we're thinking it's going to get better, and it's not going to get better. Where'd you go? Think he done blanked out on us again?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
He'll be
I
back
don't
on
know
there, I
what happened.
guess. Yeah, he's still his time. He might have hit his camera. Uh,
Probably did, but yeah, I mean, it makes sense, man. I think a lot, like I said, a lot of these women are just afraid of commitment, and it's the age bracket. I don't think it's all of them, and I think that's probably why he was getting bombarded
yeah,
with the comments because they just seen black women and it went from different age groups and because I seen it, I glanced at it and then I seen a couple of females who went to high school with and I was like, oh man, he's I see, hey G, I see 42, 50 comments. I said, I'm not reading this. I'm not
hey,
reading all this.
I
I said
saw
they
it too. I
get
said I ain't even gonna jump in on this thing because I said, man, this is nuts right here. But it's a lot of truth to it.
it's a lot of truth, and a lot
Yeah,
of them don't accept the truth. Like even when we were saying about the little rap girl that just talk trash and you don't talk trashy or whatever, and you don't want your daughter to listen to it, your granddaughter to listen to that, but
yeah,
they get so defensive about it, and they want to say, well, what about little Kim and what about? But I'm like, it's different. It was different. Now they just don't care. They
yeah,
talk
Okay.
about how much you know.
yeah. They
So
wilding out
Can
because
you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
yep,
Yep.
I
Um,
can't hear you. Wow.
we can hear you. We can.
I hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah,
Cannot hear you. Can't hear you.
He
we can hear
can't
you.
hear.
Yeah, he can't hear, but we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
Cannot
you.
hear. Cannot hear. You can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
Uh,
and I agree about the younger generation, man. Sometimes you leaving things that are should be
mic
suggestive
check. You
body
guys can
language.
hear me, but I can't hear you. Wow.
Suggestive body language should be like left to your to private, private moments with somebody. And then sometimes they wonder, well, why come he calls me a whore? Why come the girls always calling me a dog or whatever? Or our
yeah,
social interactions impact our people's point of view about how they view us in life.
yep, for
Can't
real.
hear
And
anything.
yeah,
I
and
cannot
here's
hear
the one
anything.
thing that women that I avoid, I
Man,
highly
I tell
avoid,
you.
is a woman who
So I
says
had a
she's got.
phone call. When I
Uh,
hit end it, it messes up the stream. You, like I said, you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you. The video's on, but now I don't. The mic's on. It says the mic is on, but
yeah,
I can't hear anything. I
yeah,
can't hear you guys.
I hear you,
The
but
camera's on,
Yeah,
but the mic's not on.
yeah,
yeah,
I hear you.
Mic is muted. Mic is not
yeah.
muted. Uh,
Hold on.
People. Miss Diana, I still can't hear y'all. Still
You can't
can't
hear
hear
us?
anybody. I can't hear you guys at all. Wow. Let's see.
You're going to start
We have to do it.
locking your phone out.
We
Put it on.
Yeah,
Put your phone on do not disturb.
no
yeah,
sound.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. Because I had got a phone call at the same time. I hit end and it came right back.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think some people see you on there and they still want to chime. They want to call in. Hold on.
Yeah, yep. They want to chill, chime in. Yeah.
And you guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't hear anything.
Can't hear us. Damn.
Nothing.
Whoever that person was that called you, thank you for messing up the stream.
Well, people,
Right.
technical difficulties again. Once again, we've got
Look.
technical difficulties once again. You guys can hear people and them, and I can't hear my people. So I do apologize for the last few minutes of the stream being postponed with a phone call. It is what it is. But anyway, we'll get you guys back on. I appreciate you coming on tonight. We'll pick back up again. This is only part one. So the next time we pick back up, we'll add a female or two, and we'll see what they got to say about this. So I'm pretty sure this is going to get really interesting. This is only part one, people. So this will get interesting as time goes on. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. Thumbs up the video, share the video out. I'm Lifestyles with Eric, and I will see you guys Friday.
All right.
Peace.
Take it easy, Rico.
All right,
Have a good one, buddy.
All right, G. You too, bro.
Okay.